Goal of my journey, of my trip today was to find in the mountains another monastery, abandoned monastery, which is called Gialia, and it's Georgian monastery in Cyprus. You can see both flags. There's no wind today. Flags quite still. And on this beautiful place you can see a small creek down there. Two mountains, in between two mountains. Road is good. It's not asphalt, but half of the way of maybe 10 kilometers from Polis, maybe 15. When you take to the right was asphalt, and then the rest kind of this off-road, but of good quality. And that's the monastery. It's protected with some kind of a roof. And this monastery, I'm not sure, I think I should read this Gialia, because in Greek it's Chariso Gialiotisas. It's not G, it's Gialia, Georgian monastery. And can you imagine, this monastery is built in 1970. And then it was 20 monks, also hermits, living here. And this is original church of Holy Mother St. Mary. That's the first original church. We can see a small altar, maybe on some occasions. Here's the Holy Mass held. And those Georgian kings also, yeah, you can see a beautiful location, very quiet, very peaceful. They reconstructed, extended the monastery with another church. It's called St. George Church, Saint of Georgia, of course. That's the place. This is the second church, and you can see a traditional Georgian style church, which I was able to visit during my few visits into a lovely place, Georgia. They're quite different from those we have in Eastern and Western Europe and Western Christianity. And monastery was destroyed when Cyprus was occupied by Ottomans in the middle of 16th century. And only in 1981, one Georgian scholar, I think he deserves to be mentioned. Let me find his name here. Yeah, that's guy name is Vachtank. I guess it's Jobadze or Yobadze. He learned about this 1981 and then organized archaeological expedition in 2006-2010 with the Ministry of Culture and Monument Protection of Georgia, and they were able to put this monastery in the view, in the state we can see today, because before that it was destroyed by earthquakes and Ottomans. So they cleaned up from mud, because you can see there's a lot of small creeks, rivers here everywhere. Yeah, we can see that probably a lot of, when snow is melting, it flushes down stones, mud. So just 10 years ago, in 2010, it was given this shape, and I think it's fantastic in the middle of mountains to see this beauty and to feel this calmness and way of life, the monks. Yeah, here we can see an old jar, probably for water, maybe wine, maybe olive oil. Way of life monks used to live. Here's a deep storage or a beautiful, fantastic scenery and fantastic place. You can imagine had to reach this from with all these building materials. Okay, stones most probably these monks found here or collected in the mountains. Still, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work when you think that it was built in 970. 970. I wish you a interesting life every day. Thomas from Cyprus.